I wonder who wrote the book of love.
Beatrice is going to be teaching a class on altered books at Treasured Memories in Lafayette, Louisiana this weekend. So in preparation, she asked me to prepare about 20 books for the class. And I had completely run out of excuses by now.
No, I didn't. Honest. I ran out of gas. I had a flat tire. I didn't have enough money for cab fare. My tux didn't come back from the cleaners. An old friend came in from out of town. Someone stole my car. There was an earthquake. A terrible flood. Locust. It wasn't my fault.
So I'm going to get these books together. First thing you have to do is get a book. If you don't have an old used book at home, you may have to go out and get it. But as I said, the best books are a used book with a cloth cover. By used, I mean it should be able to open up and stay open without wanting to be closed. This is an older book, and as you can see, the sections, they're sewed in, individual sections sewed into the binding, and this is a great book. It's got the cloth there in the back, but this is a precious book to me, so not going to use that one. We did go out and find some books at the thrift store. Here's one that we got, and it's got a very, very nice flexible binding. As you can see, we can move the pages around, and there's still the cloth. These pages are glued in rather than sewed in, but it's still a good book. Here's one that we got at the same store, not so good. You open it up and we turn it back and the pages fell out. This might have been okay for reading once or twice, but it's not the kind of book we're going to use for the project, so this one can't be used. Where to get the books? You can get them from, if you don't have any at home, garage sales, yard sales, thrift stores, even dollar stores have them. One real good place, libraries from time to time, trying to get rid of some of the older books, and they'll offer them at very, very good pricing. This is one that it came out of a library here, and it's got a good binding, and we'll be able to use that. So, there's all kinds of places you can get the book. Okay, you've got your book now, and it's time to tear out some pages. The first thing you need to decide is how many pages do you want to do in this project, and let's just say for the sake of argument it's going to be a 20-page project. So what you need to do is go to the absolute back of the book, find out how many pages there are. This particular book has about 240 pages. So you take that 240 pages, you divide that by 2, and it'll show that you actually have 120 sheets. Of those 120, you want to keep 20. So you take 120, divide it by 20, and you end up with the number 6. So if you think of the book in 20 6-page sections, it may be easier to understand. So what you do is you say, okay, I'm going to keep 1 page out of that 6-page section, and the next 5 pages get ripped out and throw away. The next 6-page section, keep 1, throw away 5. And you keep doing this, you continue down to the end of the book, and you should be left with about 20 pages evenly spaced out.
Sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side. Oh, George, I've got a brain!
No, it's not as bad as it sounds. In this particular case, Beatrice has asked me to leave 30 pages in each book. So we'll do the calculation again. You've got 120 sheets, same book, you divide by 30, and you end up with the number 4. That means there are 30 4-page sections in this book, and you're going to keep the first one and then get rid of the next 3. Then you keep 1 and you tear out the next 3. So let's start ripping. Okay, the tool that I came up with is nothing but a big straight edge. It's just a piece of metal that I had used for something out in the garage, I don't know on what. But it's just like a straight edge, except you can hold it in place and keep your fat fingers out of the way. So let's get started. Now, you never want to get rid of this page because that holds the cover to the book. So I usually go in and I start right after the title page. So let's say that's the first page we want to keep. Then I go in and I put this as close to the binding as I can, and I take out 3 pages. There's 1, there's 2, and then there's 3. We keep a page and we tear out another 1, another 2, and another 3. Now, you don't have to tear them out one at a time. You can, especially if you have an illustrated book and you come up with a page that's really interesting. You may say, I want to keep that one. So let's just say, for example, you kept that 1 page and you get rid of 1. You get rid of 2 and you say, ooh, that's a nice page. I want to keep that. Go ahead and keep that and move to the next section. Now you can either take out 4 here or just take out the same 3. You can also try to take out 3 at a time. Depending on the book, might work out. This particular one, it does. Let's try another 3 at a time. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Uh-oh.
Houston, we have a problem.
No, it's not as bad as it seems. What you do is, if you get this where you've got this little piece that didn't get torn off, you just take your straight edge, you put it under there, keep your X-Acto knife, and just kind of come along here and just slice them off. And then you're ready to keep going. Now, one of the things that you're going to need to do, especially with a new book, is periodically you're just going to have to go in here and use your thumb and kind of push the binding back as best you can. Here's a page you're going to save, and I want to just kind of open it up a little bit so it leaves room for my tool. I put it in there and I can kind of hold it here with the cover and go 1, 2, 3. Go to my next page, same thing. Use my thumb and kind of open up the binding a little bit. Lay this in. We're going to try another sheet, 3 sheets at once. 1, 2, 3. Oh, works fine. So through the magic of video editing, you didn't have to watch me tear out all of those pages. But here we are at the end. I've left kind of the last 2-3 pages at the end. We've probably got 30, maybe 31, 32. But you know, if you need to tear some more out, you can. But if you look down there, you can see that these are pretty evenly spaced. And you know, let's say you're working on your project, and here it's going to be a lot of thick with a lot of embellishments. Well, you can, you know, go here and take out a page or 2 there. So I hope that was informative, and I hope all of you have a good time this weekend. Those who are fortunate enough to be in Lafayette, Louisiana at Treasured Memories taking this class. So thanks very much for your time.